consider a delayed sentence, so I'll do that. So for the period of 6 months, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $250, and I'm ordering 2 days on the court work program. So the $250 you can just put on that same payment plan. Good morning, Ms. Patterson. Katya. Good morning. Katia, good morning. Let's see, you're going forward without an attorney, correct? All right, you made a deal with the prosecutor. Let's see what it says. All right, so we've got 3 files for March 25. You're going to plead guilty to one of them, interfering with a police officer, and the other 2 are going to be dismissed. Is that your deal? Okay. You understand your rights and the options those rights give you? And you understand the possible penalty for interfering with a police officer? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? All right. On that date, were you in the city of Romulus? Came in contact with a police officer or more than one? And tell me what happened that makes you think you're guilty of interfering with.
My boyfriend, he got stopped in front of our apartment, and he opened the phone with him, and he I walked to the car and asked if I'd take the car, and we got over the situation.
Okay. Did the officer tell you to step away from the scene and you failed to do that?
Yeah. Step back, but yeah.
Okay. All right. I will accept your plea. You working? Where do you work?
I'm working in this phone.
How long you been with the company?
Just started,
All right. You been in the business though?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Never been arrested for a misdemeanor or felony before? Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of the sentence? Looks like you're currently on a payment plan with the court, but you're behind on payments?
Yeah, I put a ticket.
Tickets. Yeah. Okay. What was your payment plan?
$50 a month.
All right. Are you in a position to make a payment today? This, like tomorrow? How much?
How much am I behind? Is it just 100?
Looks like it. All right, on today's file, the prosecutors asked me to consider a delayed sentence, so I'll do that. So for the period of 6 months, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $250, and I'm ordering 2 days on the court work program. So the $250 you can just put on that same payment plan and just keep making your payments. The work program, I don't know how long you've been sitting in the courtroom, but have you heard me explain how that works? Work program is assessed as an alternative to jail. You pick which days you want to work. So you pick which days you schedule. The days you're scheduled, you have to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Any questions? Go downstairs. Good luck.
So I just come here any day. So
Yeah, they'll explain it. No, you got to have it scheduled. You can't just pop in. So they'll explain that downstairs. Good luck. You're welcome. Okay, I got all these files up here and I don't know who's got attorneys. Here we go. So attorneys, when you bring in your plea agreements, your name's got to be at the corner. Who are you here for?
He's
You're in adjournment. All right, counsel, what do you got? Who?
these two.
Come on up.
Judge, if you don't mind writing a check, you got, we reached plea agreement on that.
On which one?
Julia Williams.
We haven't pulled it yet.
Counsel. You're ready. He's not. Counsel, go ahead.
Williams, 38643, I'm Captain Mr. Beal, state name driver, please.
What's out? She's represented or not?
Oh, yeah, got all. Thank you.
That's her.
I think she's paid.
Be waiting for Lorraine and stand here today, it's after reach on me.
That's helpful. Thank you. All right, I'll enter a not guilty plea. Did we pick a time for that September? Heather?
September 1 to 9/20.
That's with Martin, correct? That's with Judge Martin, right?
Yeah.
Are you working, sir? Where do you work? How long?
2 years now.
Good. All right, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond. First two conditions are pretty obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court date. The first one's gonna be on Zoom. Got that? Third condition, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. That rules out marijuana and alcohol. Can you live with that as well?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond? Any questions? Have a seat. We'll get you a paper notice and get you on your way. You're welcome. You're welcome, counsel. Counsel, are you on Hollister too?
Yes.
Hollister?
He's not very on. And then request you waive his presence.
Yeah, civil infractions. You've got his authority to take care of this? All right. So the deal is double parking. Both civil infractions from March 4 would be dismissed. And on his behalf, you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $220. Heather, I'll do it on the A. Time to pay, how much you want? Sure. All right, you'll communicate that with him? All right, have a lovely day. Thank you.
In this courtroom hearing, Judge Oakley presides over two separate cases that demonstrate how the justice system handles plea agreements, sentencing, and court compliance. The first defendant appears in court without an attorney to resolve multiple charges stemming from an incident on March 25. After negotiations with the prosecutor, she agrees to plead guilty to interfering with a police officer, while the remaining charges are dismissed. The defendant explains that she became involved when her boyfriend was stopped by police outside their apartment and failed to comply with an officer's instructions. After ensuring that she understands the consequences of her plea, Judge Oakley accepts the agreement and grants a 6-month delayed sentence. If she stays out of trouble during that period, she may avoid further penalties. However, she is still required to pay $250 in court costs and complete 2 days in the court work program. The second case involves a defendant dealing with confusion surrounding civil infractions and misdemeanor offenses. Judge Oakley takes time to explain how civil violations can automatically go into default when defendants fail to respond within the required time frame. The discussion highlights the importance of understanding court procedures and keeping track of legal obligations. After reviewing the circumstances, the judge orders the defendant to pay $500 in fines and court costs and complete 3 days in the court work program. He also advises the defendant to arrange payment and scheduling details immediately after the hearing. Throughout both cases, Judge Oakley emphasizes personal responsibility while also providing defendants with opportunities to correct their mistakes. The hearing offers an insightful look into how plea deals, delayed sentences, and alternative penalties are used to resolve cases fairly while encouraging compliance with the law and preventing future legal issues.